So another day rolls on and we still do not know who the next Celtic manager is going to be. We know it's going to be a 50-50 battle between Martin O'Neill and Robbie Keane. Uh, Rumours flying about today that Robbie Keane met with hierarchy yesterday and he wants Scott Brown and he wants Johnny Hayes as his backroom staff. Rumours also flying about that Martin O'Neill is going to be offered a 2-year contract. So it really is up in the air of what is going to happen here. I honestly do not know. I do believe it's going to be Robbie Keane. I've been quite vocal about that over the last few months, that I think that Robbie Keane is a manager because of the signings that's happened, the extensions and the signings of players, i.e. the extensions of Yang and Forrest and giving McCowan an extension and all this stuff. To me, that is just obvious that there's a manager there, and I do believe it's Robbie Keane just for the whole Irish connection. Dermot Desmond has met with him now and stuff like that, apparently, but I believe behind the scenes it's already done. But I mean, we need answers. We're getting really, really frustrated now. They will be sitting there going, "Oh, we've got time. We've got plenty of time. The league's just ended." No, we need a manager in ASAP. And see, if it is Robbie Keane, there's loads of people against us, right? There is actually a lot of Celtic fans against it. So if it is going to be the case, that we need to get the man in and get the Celtic fans who are opposed to it used to the fact that this is just the way it's going to be. It cannot drag on like this. It cannot drag on because people just get more angry and angry. You have to just bite the bullet and say, you know what, this is the man for us. You like it or lump it. It's just the way it is. And Martin O'Neill will probably go into some sort of advisory role, whether it's director of football or whatever, or whatever the sports director, whatever the term is these days. But something has to happen. We cannot continue like this. I just feel like I'm battering at these videos, just saying the exact same things until something happens. Something has happened today at Celtic Park. Stephen Welsh has left the club. It was a mutual decision. Celtic have let him out his contract a year early. There is loads of people, including my mates, who are in the group chat, telling me that it's ridiculous that there's valuation on Stephen Welsh is a very, very bizarre decision, and I can't disagree. It is. It really is. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was money to be made on Stephen Welsh. I'm not too annoyed, disappointed. I'm kind of used to the way Celtic operate right now. Everything they seem to do off the park just seems very bizarre and feels like, it feels like there's amateurs running the club. And we know that these are experienced guys. These are guys who have been in business for a long, long time. And yet they seem to be making these decisions that are absolutely baffling. I mean, Stephen Welsh had a fantastic season last season. Everybody was singing his praises at Motherwell. I think any other Scottish club outside Celtic and Rangers would take him in their starting 11. I know that there's interest from France, there's interest from Poland, I was reading, all these other different places. He'll be pushing for a Scotland cap at some point after the World Cup, I would imagine, if he continues this form. But, there was definitely money there for Stephen Welsh, but Celtic have decided to cut their losses on the guy. Apparently it was a goodwill gesture. Don't really know why you would do that, I know that Stephen Welsh is... I did do a video earlier on saying that Stephen Welsh is a very, very good example of a Celtic player, of a professional. You never really hear about him in the news or anything like that, complaining about he's not starting or he's not getting his game time that he deserves. He just always seems to get on, mate. Stephen Welsh obviously goes to Motherwell, has a fantastic season last season, and that's going to do him really, really good going forward. I would like to see him stay in Scotland, to be honest. I would like to see him at a Hearts or an Aberdeen or a Hibs, something like that. Because I'd like to see him just kick a bit. So, I think you can kind of see players if they go to, your France or Poland and all these kind of, you can see him kind of drifting away into obscurity, which I hope doesn't happen, because he is a decent player. And so that's happened. Stephen Welsh I'd imagine Celtic just want to get him off the books, free up some cash. But Stephen Welsh has left the club. We're still waiting on a manager. And apart from that, there's not really much to report. I will be doing a video as soon as a manager is announced, as soon as any kind of breaking news happens. I'm constantly looking at my phone to see if anything has been announced. It's not happened yet. But aye, that's pretty much it. I mean, I personally don't go down the whole road of the Robbie Keane. I'm not exactly thrilled at the prospect of Robbie Keane, but I am not raging like some people are. Some people are absolutely furious about this. Um, and I get it. I could understand it from a football point of view, but when it comes to the whole politics thing, it's not as if Robbie Keane had anything to do with wars and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I personally have got no time for that kind of stuff. I don't get involved in it. I mean, that's nothing to do with me, that kind of thing. Robbie Keane worked in Israel. I mean, to me, it doesn't make him a bad person. It doesn't make him condoning wars and stuff. I don't know whether he's come out and said that. I don't know. But if it's just the simple fact being the guy worked in the country, then I think it's pretty distasteful, to be honest. I mean, it's like just that's racism, isn't it? You know, like if you are disliking someone because they went to a country or they're from a country when they've got absolutely nothing to do with that political side of things, then it's pretty racist. I'm not saying it's racist against Robbie Keane here because he's no Israeli, but I mean, like the way Celtic fans treated Abada and Beaton, I thought was pretty poor. Some Celtic fans, not all Celtic fans. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not their fault they're for Israel, is it? You know, if you don't agree with what Israel do or whatever, that's entirely up to yourself. But I mean, we can't be forcing people out of our club or not welcome people to our club because they're associated with a certain country that has absolutely nothing to do with their political stance and what they're doing in the world. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, the British have been killing and slaughtering people for centuries, yet we're happy to get English people and Scottish people and Welsh, Irish, you know. But anyway, that's a completely different subject. I don't want to go down this road. I just want to say that if it's for political reasons you don't want Robbie Keane, I think you need to have a wee rethink. If it's for football reasons, I understand. But I think his record's actually been pretty decent wherever he's went and that. But anyway, I'm rambling on here because there's nothing really much to talk about. Robbie Keane, Martin O'Neill, 50-50. Let's see what happens in the next coming hours. Thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe to the channel and all that jazz.